Dubai. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show, where we go through the top trending stories over and across the countries, talk about what is the new name of the metro station in Dubai. Do not look behind Massa's head. We will tell you in about 50 seconds.
And Dubai schools begin an anti-vaping campaign.
The Dubai businessman who's helping to build 32 homes in his hometown of Kerala.
And Dubai Blink's Maher Abdulaziz is praised for supporting her daughter's laser treatment.
Interesting debate topic there. We have so much going on in the show today. We're also going to talk about the UAE's snowboarding prodigy. Her name is Amina Al Muhairi. She's actually been on the show before. We're going to have her back in here today to talk about what she's doing right now.
And we had the team behind Dubai's must-visit Ramadan tent this season, Al Nafur, so do not miss out.
In today's rapid weather report, mostly sunny with temperatures ranging from 19 to 33 degrees. We're going to zoom right past the weather because it's just warm and it's not foggy, which is great news. Straight into
the renaming of the metro station. So Al Khail metro station gets a new name. Dubai's Al Khail metro station will officially be named as Al Fardan Exchange Metro Station starting this April. You can see it behind me. So the Roads and Transport Authority, RTA, has partnered with Al Fardan Exchange, granting them exclusive naming rights in move that highlights Dubai's ongoing public-private collaborations.
Over the past few months, commuters will notice updates across station signage, digital maps, transport apps and onboard announcements to reflect the new name.
And the renaming is part of the border initiative that has seen several metro stations take on corporate identities, reinforcing Dubai's innovative approach to infrastructure and branding. So if you hear a different name on your daily commute, now you know it's still the same station, just a new title.
Every now and then, a metro station changes name. It gets renamed.
So I think we noticed the bigger ones. So I'm going to mention a few.
What are the bigger ones?
A few ones that I always hear on the daily.
Okay.
I don't really use the metro, but I'm very familiar with it. I'm used to this new name, not the old name.
Okay.
For example, the Mashriq metro station. I don't remember it as Mashriq metro station. It's not. It's last September. It's changed to Insurance Market metro station. Insurance Market. Alfred. Their marketing team.
Yes.
They need such a high pay. They're working overtime. They're working above and beyond to have Insurance Market in your face.
Yes, yes. Well, I mean, it's not just the metro station. It's the streets. It's the signposts. It's the lamps, which makes you think.
Music, everything.
Every single thing. And you know what? I got my insurance off Insurance Market.
Really?
Yes.
So did you say Insurance Market?
Yeah. They are on the ball. Like you. This is not an ad for Insurance Market, but if you are, you know the way it comes up to the annual renewal?
Yeah.
A month out, they're messaging. 3 weeks,
Ooh.
reminder. And then it gets to like a week after. And I'm like, oh, okay, now it's time. And then I go to them because they've messaged me like 18 times.
They really like to be in your face. But I mean, like, it's to remind you that you need to renew your insurance.
Exactly, important.
We have another one, which was renamed in January 2023. Al Safa Metro Station was rebranded as On Passive.
Yes.
But we have a little bit of retail ones. Al Rashidiyya became Centerpoint.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I
like the old names, but I see the value that it brings. I think the cost of this is what, between according to ChatGPT, the cost is between 5 and 10 million dirhams per year, and that goes to the RTA, and of course then that in turn goes back to us in terms of better roads, probably smoother metro service, but the RTA as it is a very smooth, efficient service, and these prices mean it continues to be smooth.
Commute for us. So companies and brands, please keep buying those names so we can have better roads.
Exactly.
So they have it for a 10-year period. So it's not permanent. So they can have it for up to 10 years. The naming rights. Would you rename a metro station to Lovin Dubai? Interesting, right?
Dream big.
The one next to
Metro Station, Jumeirah Golf Estates, become Lovin Dubai.
Lovin Dubai.
I'm riding the Lovin Dubai today. I'm at the Lovin Dubai line.
Yeah.
Honestly, absolute goals.
Right.
Like, how cool would that be? If I had, personally, if I had 5 million, would I spend it on renaming the metro station after me? The Casey line? I don't think so. But as a professional...
But if you think about it, okay, you may not notice the huge difference and impact it has on people, but subconsciously, if you're a daily commuter and it's in the back of your head, you always hear it on the daily. Lovin Dubai station.
Yes. How true. And then we would go viral.
Exactly.
because we would reshare the videos of people.
المحطة القادمة هي Lovin Dubai.
Nice.
The next station is Lovin Dubai.
That was amazing.
Yeah, I used to use metro to commute to uni.
Once more.
The next station is Lovin Dubai.
It was the Arabic that was so on point. Mahatta.
المحطة القادمة هي Lovin Dubai.
Oh, it's got some ASMR quality. That was beautiful. Who knew? Massa's about to be poached from the RTA. Don't take her. Let's jump into our next story. We're talking about the anti-vaping campaign that is rolling out across schools. So this is one for parents, for students, teachers out there. This is big news from the UAE education scene. So GEMS Education, which is one of the region's largest private school providers, is taking a serious stance against vaping. And they've just announced a zero tolerance campaign, and they're backing it up with real action.
And they have a detection sensor, so they will be able to detect and sniff out the vaping in real time. So these are very high tech, and they're tamper-proof, and they can distinguish vaping from other particles in the air. So this is a huge problem in school, by the way.
Exactly.
And I remember it started while I was in school. That was like around 7 years ago.
Wow.
Or 8 years ago.
This is the thing.
And I'm going to call myself out here.
Right.
I started really young.
No.
Yeah. But it was from
Do you
peer
vape
pressure.
now? Don't.
I stopped.
Yeah, okay.
Listen, I take few puffs now and then, but I'm not an addict. Like I don't buy my own vapes now. I don't have any vapes at home. I don't have any vapes at purse. But if I'm around people that smoke, I might take a puff or two.
8 years ago, they were doing this in schools.
Yeah, it started. Yeah.
So this real action is amazing. They're putting these sensors in the bathrooms as well as random bag checks.
I'm telling you, you need to do random bag checks. You need to do 100% check the bathrooms and the lockers.
And the well,
I'm
the
telling
bags,
you where we used to hide it. Like I'm giving people
the bags come into the vapes come into the schools via the bags. So you're gonna do random bag checks on the way into
and
school.
like pencil cases and everything. You have to check all of that. As
Yes.
someone who has
Were they doing
experience.
checks 8 years ago in schools?
It was.
Or was
It
new?
was a bit new. They were looking for cigarettes usually because the vaping was still introduced, and it was so easy to hide it. The vapes were much smaller. They were like this. They were this big, so it was much easier to hide. And if you're a girl, it was easier for you to hide it as well.
Well, this. Stop giving people tips on how to hide their vapes. I think the big thing here is the sensors. So
Yeah.
like bag checks, amazing. And by the way, well done, GEMS, for making this happen. And they're also going to do a lot of education around it. So it's not just like, hey, you can't do this. They're going to say, hey, you can't do this, and here's why. Because smoking kills. It's a nicotine addiction, and they're going to build that into the curriculum, which is amazing. I think it's just so about time. Like
It is about
I've heard
time.
stories for years about how kids are vaping in bathrooms, and this is sensors that will stop it. I think it's amazing, and I'm so glad it's happening. This is just in GEMS, and I really hope we see it rolled out in other schools.
As someone that used to do it, honestly, I'm really happy it's happening. I started really young and I really regret it, and it was my biggest mistake. And mostly it was because of peer pressure.
What do you mean?
I was peer pressured by people around me.
When you say peer pressure, as in people said, hey, you should vape, or you saw people doing it and felt like you should do it too?
A mix of that, and you know, when you're around a group of people that's like, wow, when I was 17 and 16, they would see you as uncool if you don't smoke, and you wouldn't be around them if you don't smoke. You know,
Yeah.
So it's an issue. I think this is why in anti-vaping campaigns need to talk about the peer pressure of it, not because of the addiction, but the peer pressure.
This is the thing, because if people tell you smoking kills, we know it kills. But if it's been plastered in your face for so long, is it working? And maybe there's another a roadmap to getting kids to understand that they shouldn't be doing it. Or maybe it's just like, maybe it's talking about the peer pressure thing and being like, it's cool not to smoke.
Cool, yeah.
It's tricky. It's tricky.
It is.
I genuinely think when you're 16, you don't care about anything, right? And if people are doing it, it's cool.
Yeah,
You
you
literally
do.
do not care. You do not
Literally.
care. So I think the sensors are really important.
Yeah, 100%.
So, and I'm sure they're expensive, but schools are expensive. So if schools are going to invest in one thing, let's take a leaf out of Gem's book and let all schools implement this.
100%.
So important.
We used to have metal detectors, but for phones, not vapes.
For phones.
Yes.
You're not allowed to bring your phone to school.
We were not allowed to bring our phones to school.
I'd say that's changed now.
Yeah,
Has that changed? Parents
It's changed.
watching? Good morning.
It changed. The kids are allowed to get their phones to school now. Although my parents, because my school was in Dubai, in Sharjah, and I was living in Dubai, and it was important for me to have my phone so they can call me. They tried to put in that. They tried to call in the school, but they wouldn't budge. No phones means no phones.
I actually like that as well.
No.
get your phone in. It's like when you go into a concert or like have a sealed packet. No phones for kids until they're 41. No vapes. It's all great.
No vaping.
Let's jump into our next story. This amazing story of a Dubai businessman. It's a feel-good story out of Dubai, and it's all about giving back. And it's just too good not to share. So Faisal Malabar, who's the corporate executive director of Malabar Gold and Diamonds, has taken on a personal mission back in his hometown of Kerala, India.
So what is he doing there? He's helping 32 families complete the construction of their homes, not just donating money and walking away. This man is personally making sure these houses are finished ASAP.
He's already met with the First Lady. You can see these videos here. He's helping to complete her home, and her reaction in the video is just pure joy. Can you imagine someone stepping in to help you finally finish building your home? It's life-changing on both sides, I imagine.
So the cost of each house is around INR 1 to 1.5 lakhs. That's about 7,000 dirhams. Not a huge amount in the grand scheme, but the impact is so massive.
I would just like for all of us to take a moment and
To praise this person.
to praise this person, but also I think we're 90% didn't grow up here. So maybe like 50-60% of people living in Dubai have a home country.
100%.
And you know, the opportunities the city brings. Could you imagine being able to build homes because of the opportunities this city has given you to be able to go home? That's a life goal.
Exactly.
That's a big goal.
And for 7,000 dirhams, if you think about it, it's not a big amount. It might be big for some people, but it can make a huge impact. 7,000 dirhams. And as if you compare it to properties here.
Well, it's a good point that actually I wouldn't be able to build a home in Ireland. If I wanted to go back and do it in Ireland, because the housing problem, I couldn't do it.
I can't build a house
7,000
dirhams in Palestine either. It's expensive there.
Can we also, by the way, one more thing? This is
The
Kerala.
location.
How beautiful is
It's
Kerala?
gorgeous. I was just about to say.
Absolutely mind blown. And they're in the video, they're talking about the view, but no wonder. Gorgeous.
No wonder why he picked
Kerala,
this location
gorgeous.
also. Like, but it's I was looking at like, imagine having a house with this view.
Yeah, oh my god.
Your morning coffee with this view.
Faisal, we're
Wow.
coming. We're coming.
We're coming.
We're coming to Kerala. I have always wanted to visit.
This is your push to go visit, maybe.
This is, hopefully, that's the plan. I am visiting India this year. not Kerala.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah, I have a wedding.
Usually have weddings are usually for 7 days, isn't it, right?
It's 4 days.
4 days.
And I'm not doing I don't think I'm doing the full
You need to stay
thing.
for 4 days.
I want to. I
Every day is a
wanted
different
to.
celebration.
I feel like if I go to India, I should be going for like 2 weeks, like minimum. And I've always said if I go, I'll go for longer. But now a wedding has come up, and I don't have much leave this year, so I'm going for like a really short amount of time. But
So you're saying for how long?
just the wedding, so it's
Just
4
the
days.
wedding.
And the initial plan was to do the wedding and then actually go down to Kerala.
Yeah.
But there's no time.
But at least you get to have a celebration because their weddings are huge.
I'm so excited.
Huge celebrations, and every day is different.
What
It's not
do you
the
mean?
same. That's so every day there's a new celebration.
Yes.
So it's not the same.
I
it's
need
not
like
a
18
one
outfits or
reception.
something.
Yeah.
If anyone has any
If anyone has outfits,
I have to go to Vita Bazaar soon. Let's jump into our next story. We've spoken about this before. How long does it take? We're going to talk about
the Ramadan tent. The special
Ramadan
Ramadan tent.
Yes. How long does it take to create a gorgeous Ramadan tent in Dubai? So if you're hunting for the perfect iftar and sahur, which I know we all are, let me put you onto a tent that mixes tradition with a touch of modern flair set beside a beautiful golf course lake. It's a vibe.
So the decor, it's gorgeous, inspired by the Kufi calligraphy with the meaningful words woven into the space, plus live entertainment that really sets the mood for the evening. I love live out. Really.
Same. Iftar is 280 dirhams, sahur starts at 190, and it's running all throughout the holy month. It's the vibe, it's the ambience, making Ramadan nights truly memorable. And I actually got to speak with the team who created this magnificent tent. You won't believe how long it takes to get this entire operation up and running. The food, the decor, everything. And you're going to hear that interview very, very shortly in about 5 minutes. So do stay tuned for that.
So moving on to a little bit of a debate.
Yes.
Dubai Bling's Mahira Abdulaziz is praised by some, but not by all, for supporting her daughter's laser treatment. So Dubai Bling star Mahira Abdulaziz is making headlines again, but this time it's about the parenting choices. So she recently shared a video of her taking her 8-year-old daughter for a laser treatment, and the internet had plenty to say.
It certainly did. We'd love your thoughts on it. While some people were shocked, the reaction also was positive, with many praising Mahira for being open-minded and prioritising her daughter's needs.
So comments flooded in with some saying that I wish my mom let me do this at 8. But what do you think? Is this modern parenting, or is it too soon for laser treatments? My opinion on this is that it can avoid a lot of bullying, and kids can be so cruel, by the way. Kids can be so cruel, especially if they're middle schoolers. But I am with waxing or threading, but laser treatment, I think it's too soon.
Why?
I think getting any type of treatment below the age of, let's say, 16, it's too soon, because your body's still growing, your body's still developing.
I don't know the ins and outs of laser, so I won't comment on that specifically. However, I don't think we judge a mom.
No, never judge a mom.
And like, a lot of the comments are positive. Obviously, some are negative. Interfering with child, like there's a lot to it. And do I support every child getting treatments? Absolutely not. Do I know that some kids, you know, you can feel a certain thing at a certain age and it makes you feel really sad, and if your mum can fix it, your mum's going to fix it.
Like a hero to your child.
And I kind of think it's kind of brave of her to have the conversation, because she knows, talking about this, that like not everyone's going to be for it.
Yeah.
Right? And I think the controversial thing is to say, go for it. I think it's really easy for us to be like, kids shouldn't do anything. Like, do I think kids should have phones under the age of 10? No. Do I think kids should have any type of body-altering thing under the age of 10? No. Are there exceptions? Yes.
100%.
And, like, I even know close within my family unit, you know, there was an issue with, like, something that, let's say, someone really disliked something about their body, and it was changed at an early age.
How old was she?
She or he?
Sorry, he or she?
Teens, young teens.
Okay.
At a time when it wouldn't have been normal to do that, but I think the person felt really strongly about this thing, and the mom jumped in to fix it.
Okay. Sometimes...
And it was done behind closed doors, no one knew about it, kid felt way better. But like, I just feel like in this situation, don't judge a mom. Mum has made a decision.
True.
Like, we're all in a situation where we're doing the very best. No one would ever try and do an unjust to their daughter. She's just doing what she thinks is right in that moment.
Anna, I think she just wants to avoid her daughter getting bullied, or maybe her daughter came to her and told her that some kids are pointing that out. And I'm with waxing and threading. I think it's a good idea. But I'm scared of laser treatment. I didn't start my laser treatment yet. But I think it's just too early for laser treatment, that's it.
Right, yeah, fair.
But if she thinks it's the easier approach, rather than just having her taking her always to the salon and waxing and threading, maybe it's more painful for the daughter. You never know.
Yeah, lasers forever?
It can last, if you have multiple sessions, it can last up to 6 months or a year, and then you have to do it again.
The only thing I would say is I've heard a lot of, is it Kim Kardashian removing here?
Yeah.
The baby hairs, and then regretting it later on or something, and being like, oh, now they're kind of cool. So like, can we just hope that this hair comes into fashion at some point? And we don't, can we talk about this? Ladies, like, we remove this hair, I'm like, I get this area threaded. The pain of this is the worst pain you'll ever experience. I feel like everyone should have to experience at least once in your life. So, you know, we're talking about every couple of weeks getting this threaded. Oh my days. Let's bring it into fashion. Let's enjoy it.
God, it's so painful.
It's so sore.
And if you think about it, by the way, it's actually so expensive.
Yes.
It's a monthly expense.
Exactly, and that's why long-term laser makes sense. But if we could just, but you know, all the adults that I would say who are judging this decision, like, do you get laser hair removal? Do you get hair removal? Why don't we allow
kids?
No, but not even, not even the kids thing, but like, if we supported hair growth, right? Like, we do all of this hair removal, if we just stopped, and adults just stopped, And then it was a normal thing, and you know, kids didn't see adults getting it done. Kids didn't see smooth parents, perfect parents walking around. Kids would, not that here, I'm not talking about their situation, but like if we had hairy arms, and if we had hairy legs, and if we had hairy faces, and it was all fine,
It would be normal.
It would be normal, and we would
normalize
normalize it for our
treatment.
children. So do not judge a mom, because it's society that has made that happen. Therefore, we have made that happen. We are all at fault for kids and what they want.
Wise words from Casey. Just let the hair out. Let the hair out.
Could you imagine?
But
Yeah.
it's an issue, by the way. Especially, I think I wish I got threaded like a little bit earlier. I got it really late.
What do you mean? What's late for threading? I don't know.
So I got my first threading at the age of 14, 15.
Wait, you think that's late?
I wish I did it earlier.
I was like 26 or something. What do you mean?
I mean, but it's different hair, different genes and different hair types.
Okay, yeah.
So us Arabs are a bit more hairy.
Probably, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, so I got it late, and I wish I did it earlier.
Interesting.
Would have saved me a lot of comments.
This is the thing, like, okay.
That's why, like, if my daughter comes to me and tells me, yeah, I want to get hair,
And you've been through it.
I'll tell her, yeah, let's do it. But I won't do the laser. I'll do waxing and threading for her.
Get it, fair. And that's the thing, we all have different ideas and perception of things based on who we are and how we grew up. So
Yeah.
lest we not judge.
Let's not judge.
Okay, so yesterday I got to sit with the team behind Al Nafura, which is the must-visit Ramadan tent this year. We're going to play the interview live for you now. You won't believe how long it goes integrating something so special. It's the tent down at Address Montgomery. And then after that, we're going to meet Emirati snowboarder Amina Al Nuhairi. So do stay tuned. Lots more to come on the show today. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. Today's guest is a seasoned hospitality professional, food and beverage specialist, and a pre-opening expert, Don Piranta Pereira. With over 20 years of experience in hospitality and a host of accolades to his name, he is currently at the helm of operations for F&B at Address Montgomery, Dubai. Here, which is home to the Ramadan experience that everyone is talking about this year, the Al Nafura experience. Don, welcome to the show.
Hello, thank you. Thank you for welcoming me and inviting me for today.
Of course, the busiest man in town, I'll tell you. What do you think has made Al Nafura tent stand out and become such a must-visit destination this Ramadan?
I think the Al Nafura name, which we have been created 3 years ago, now people know what we stand for in terms of service, food quality, location. That's what really made us a difference for this year.
The name specifically, we know that the experience has such a strong connection to its surroundings and it's such a unique name. What is the meaning of it?
Basically, what happens a couple of years ago, we wanted to do a Ramadan tent. So we were, planning and we were talking about what can we call the Ramadan tent. Many names are there out there in Dubai. So it's, we need to get something unique to our hotel. Mm-hmm. So we walk around when we're doing the brainstorming. So when we walk around, we found next to our lake, we had this waterfall, which is Al Nafura. So we said, why don't we call Al Nafura? That's where the birth of Al Nafura happened.
Interesting. And if you haven't experienced it, I was lucky enough to go last night, and it's a wow moment from the moment you arrive. And I'm just thinking, how early do you need to start planning this experience that just creates such an impact?
I think you will be surprised if I tell you.
Go on.
When we just finish this, we will be planning the next one. I mean, it's about 10 months backwards you go back. It's 10 to 11 months. So if you want to really plan such a big event, it's not 2 or 3 months. It's a lot of hard work behind. So just after this, I think we just take a small break and we say, listen, what are we going to do next? So we start moving forward. Then we take things to the next level.
Okay, well, take things to the next level indeed. I feel like when I was there yesterday, at first I was greeted with a wow moment of the setting, but it was actually after everyone left that I saw lots of interesting details and features. So are there any kind of little known features that, that people should look out for when they visit?
I think the most importantly, what we did this year differently was the calligraphy was, like from His Highness Sheikh Mohammed's calligraphy with this new Museum of Dubai. So we integrated with that because it should be unique. For people to come, if you continue to copy paste of same thing what you do every year, there's no difference. If you take a picture or if you write, you want to see something different. So this year we really took it to the next level with difference with this calligraphy.
How do you manage to take it to the next level each year? Are there, in comparison to last year, so you've added this decor design. What about next year? Like, how do you make it impact differently each year?
So we always summarize what we have done last year in terms of all customer service, feedback, whether it's good food quality, service quality, atmosphere, and we always wanted to do something different for next year, because if you keep doing the same, it will work, but then people want to come back every year and see something different. So that's how we plan.
You mentioned there, such a large event, and last night, it felt like the ticket of the town, right? It was such a buzzing atmosphere from the moment I arrived. So how do you, what are some of the biggest challenges, I guess, with such a high traffic group of people coming into the event? How do you overcome them?
It's all about my team. I must say that I have a very strong team, and we discussed that because what happens, you have your iftar, which is from sunset to 9 p.m., and then that gets over, then 10 o'clock we start on Zuhr. So you have this 1 hour that you have to really revamp the whole place. So it's a lot of hard work. It's also very not easy because you have a lot of fasting employees as well. So managing with them, giving them their time, some of I must say that some of my fasting employees just go for a fruit and a drink and come back because the operation. So that's how we manage. I think it's all about the hard work of the team. And they understand what you want to achieve. 9 o'clock you're done, 10 o'clock and the next guests start coming in. So it's all about their hard work, and it's especially the kitchen as well. There's so much food to be cooked and to be laid and to be, to the perfection. It's not just cooking and leaving it there, right? So that's what I mean.
Well, how interesting, and I guess spare a thought for anyone working in F&B during Ramadan, because of course it's busy time for them too, working and also fasting. So thank you to all of those people. You touched on food, and of course food is a very important aspect for iftar and suhoor. So what can guests expect when they go to the Al Nafour tent? What is the cuisine like?
Cuisine is, we have Arabic, when you say Arabic, it's Lebanese or local, Moroccan even, we touch base on those dishes. Apart from that, also we have a selection of international food, because sometimes when you are being an Arab, you don't want to eat your same food every day, what you eat at home, where you eat in Arabic restaurants. So you want a pasta, you want a pizza, you want something different as well.
Interesting.
And the most importantly in our, most famous or well-known our area is the barbecue. So we do fresh barbecue. It is, the smell is good, it's freshly cooked, and people love it, That's definitely there.
Would you say that's the favorite, or, what's your personal item? Have you had a chance to kind of just really enjoy a proper iftar?
Not exactly when they're grilling it. During the Ramadan, there's no time for that.
Yeah.
But definitely the grill is the most important, and not forgetting our special, we have got a special Syrian chef as well doing a very special uzi for iftar.
Describe to okay. I think I saw
very young meat. It's beautiful. It's nice. People love it. I mean, we do quite a lot of them during the iftar. We have 2 to 3 stations, and it goes up very fast, very fast. You just keep refilling them.
I can't even imagine what your food bill must look like when you're preparing for 1,000 people or nearly 2,000 people every night. And what's your personal favorite dessert there?
Desserts.
Yes, on the sweet side.
This has been, I must say, the cheese kunafa. When it comes to cheese kunafa, I've tried in many places. If you don't do it right and crispy, you wouldn't like it. You know, one of the places I tried, it's a bit soggy. It's not, you know. You must try our cheese kunafa. That's the best. And if you stand next to the dessert area, you will see people coming back for kunafa. You know, cheese kunafa is must to go.
My favorite thing is when someone says the best, because I feel like we don't say it lightly. And when you say it's the best, I believe you, and I'm going to have to go back to try some.
Yeah, please.
Finally, before you leave us, what's that one thing? You know, you've had thousands of people through the doors since the beginning of Ramadan this year, and of course the last 2 years. So when you get that feedback from the guests, what's that one thing that guests say after visiting Al Nafora that makes you think we've nailed this year?
I think there are, I would say, 3 things. Most importantly, the food quality and the taste.
Yes.
This is the top notch, because during Ramadan, especially, you are fasting when you come back, and you really want to have your, you know, you're looking for the meal. So definitely the meal is the most important, the food quality. And second, I cannot say first, second, third. I would say in generally all these 3 points. And the service, you know, people understanding. You know, you are a little bit impatient as well during Ramadan. You know, when something get a little bit delayed, you get, you know, so the service makes a big difference with my team. And of course, the course, like I said, you know, the choreography and everything, those 3 has really made us, you know, moving to the next level.
Interesting. Well, I would just like to say congratulations. We were there yesterday with some of our partners at Lovin Dubai, and it was a wow factor from start to finish. It's at the Address Montgomery Al Nafora, and it's on the lakes, so you have kind of just that like really stunning nature, but also kind of elegant Ramadan experience all bundled into one, and a hardworking team that you know just provided a seamless experience. So thank you so much to Don and to everyone down there for giving us that experience.
Thank you for inviting me.
Of course.
Thank you.
That brings us to the end of the Lovin Dubai show today. A bucket list foodie experience for you to go and enjoy before the end of Ramadan. That's the Al Nafora tent at Address Montgomery. Have a beautiful day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Bye-bye. Hey guys, welcome back. Thank you so much for staying tuned into the show. So the plan was to have a sit down with Amina Al Muhairi, who's the amazing Emirati snowboarder, but this is Dubai and this is live, so things happen, and she's been caught up in an accident.
Yeah. She needs a little bit of more time, but we will have her on the show soon. We're going to talk all about the Winter Games. We're going to talk all about her passion very soon. So you're not going to be missing out on her interview. She will be with us very soon.
Exactly. We'll post the story when it's about to go live. Thank you so much for tuning into the Lovin Dubai show today. Have a beautiful day, and we'll see you here back here tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Bye-bye.